And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Do You Even Read? Unfortunately, Inkspots will not be joining us this evening because of computer issues. So, it's just me and my boy Matt tonight. What's going on, homie? How you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Excited to get into this.
Yeah,
This nightmare of a fucking book.
it's out there, isn't it?
Wow.
It's a bit of a different tale. It's kind of got an overarching story with Dawn and Death at the beginning, and they just kind of I don't know. It's kind of a framing narrative for the rest of the stories that happen within. You know.
Yeah.
But this is we're doing Crypt of Dawn, which is actually not the first Dawn series. Cry Dawn is the first series, and so this is kind of a sequel to that. We're kind of jumping in with things already started. So it'll be interesting to to see what we come up with. But let's say hi to what's up, Flying Feline? How you doing, darling? Thanks for coming to hang out. Skull, beautiful. So yeah, this is J. Michael Straczynski. We already did that. This is Joseph Michael Linsner. Damn you people and your fucking 3 fucking names. But yeah, Linsner I actually met at MegaCon one year, and that was like my first introduction to Dawn. And you know, I was reading Poison Elves, and I would see ads for Dawn, you know, in the comic because Sirius was publishing Dawn at the time. And you know, I was always curious because the covers are gorgeous. I mean, you see the artwork that's behind, you know, and it's just amazing stuff.
I always remember seeing the covers, you know, to these books. Even before I picked them up, I knew what this book was. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is totally the I don't know, the epitome of like that indie, you know, that indie vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's it's got a great cover, usually painted. And then the interior is, you know, it's black and white, and you know, usually a very like esoteric story, kind of just out there, different stuff. You know, whatever Linsner wanted to talk about. I mean, there are some just out there stories in this anthology, which is essentially what it is. This is an anthology story, with the framing narrative of Dawn and Death at the beginning, and occasionally you get different little hints here and there, but throughout the thing you run into like a bunch of different artists that you know, it took me a second because, you know, the styles may have changed or, you know, matured or evolved over time, but I recognized a couple people. One in particular was David Mack. David Mack does a story in here, and it is all about dreams and whatnot, so that makes sense. That's David Mack all over. You know,
man, this art. I'm like flipping through it right now. It's just has like these amazing like grayscale. I don't know if it's like watercolor. I guess so. I think it is. You know.
Yeah.
And then it goes into this like really nice like line work, you know, just like black and white line work.
Linsner does all kinds of stuff. His covers, I believe, are gouache. I believe they are they're gouache. That's how he does his covers and touches up with. I want to say Prismacolors. I could be wrong. But yeah, I remember seeing something about his process online a few years back, and that's how he gets those rich, vibrant colors. But yeah, he often works in black and white first.
Yeah, man, that first one, volume 1, just hopping off, dude. That's skeleton smashing out of the ground.
Oh yeah, the cover, the one that's directly behind me here. Yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and bring this up so everybody can see what we're talking about. Crypt of Dawn, #1. Yeah, so this is Linsner doing his thing. Linsner actually did a variant cover for the first issue of Poison Elves when it relaunched over at Sirius, and when I saw that, it kind of just blew me away. Just the level of detail he puts into things, and like the richness of color, the vibrancy, I guess, is what I'm getting at. His stuff is always so vibrant, but it's clearly readable. I mean, look at this cover.
Yeah, dude.
Like the composition, her standing in the center of all these weird looking people, and then you got the sky up above, and then that skull busting through beneath. I mean, it's moving, but I mean, easily readable, nice atmospheric, layering.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, so
Yeah.
Crypt of Dawn.
Crypt of Dawn. And he's
Not
got it right
Cry
up here.
for Dawn.
Yeah, not Cry for Dawn. Cry for Dawn is the first one. It's painted on clothing. Yes, quite literally painted on clothing. That's just a very very skin tight bustier. I actually have a figure of Dawn where they have this kind of clear skull thing over her, and it's pretty neat how they pulled it off. But let's see, moving forward. So yeah, he's got a write up in here talking about the first book that he put out and whatnot, and why he's doing this one. He's got stuff from Rob Horan, so who is the editor at Sirius. So basically, Dawn here is coming to Death's door, and trying to entice Death, to come out and play.
Yeah, yeah.
Say, do I need to say please? Please open up. Speak through me, and together we'll know drama. But I mean, look at this fucking black and white, man. And then there's the masks of comedy and tragedy. And there they are. Embrace. So he comes out to play, and so now, there's not. See, there we go. See, I covered it. So this is the vampire guy. This is the first story, Tobias Esquire, the vampire guy, in Vicariosity by Joseph Michael Linsner. Motherfucker, Jesus Christ, will anybody come so we can get this over with? Basically, he's hanging out in the stall next to them while they're getting their jollies on, and he's waiting for somebody to get done so that he can jump the other person and eat. He's like, he doesn't care whose neck he slices, whose blood he drinks. And great, another false alarm. This longest quickie I've been ever witness to. Sex Lord, what's the point? Sticking it in there all wet, gooey, and yuck. Yeah, yuck. I gotta wonder, though, if I could get it up. Would I still find it so disgusting? Probably not. Thank God I got some taste, 18-year-old, 1976. So he's basically going over his past. And, how he used to, make up stories to, get this this nerd to think he was awesome. So anyway, he's lost in thought, reminiscing, thinking about, how he became a vampire. They finish, and he's like, all right, finally. And then they walk out together. And that's what I'll make my bastards. People these days, no fucking class. Because he figured that they would leave separately as to not, cause attention. But, yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious, dude.
So anyway, he's back out in the club, and he's trying to, it's Halloween in Samhain. So he's trying to pick up somebody to eat, and he goes to pick up this chick. He's a vampire. What are you? And she's actually a vampire as well. But anyway, they have this weird conversation about his life, and he's actually only 38, and she's like, Jesus, you look like you're 4,000. You're a vampire. You look like you're rotting and falling apart. There's something wrong with you. I mean, you can see his face. It looks like he's falling apart.
he looks like he's all fucked up. Like it's not
Yeah.
a good vampire thing.
Nope. And she's like, yeah, no, see you later. Bye. So yeah, again, this is this is a character that was had been introduced in one of the other Dawn books. So I mean, if you've read this, if you're familiar with the characters, you'll pick up on what this means to the character and whatnot. So and then this is just right into the next story. Tombstone Girls, and this is written by Rob Horan, and this is a different artist. But again, this is like the epitome of like a I don't know, indie anthology book.
Yeah.
Hiring like this is a bunch of people from Sirius that Linsner hired to do these stories, and to further his tales.
Yeah, I'm looking through it too as you're talking, man. The fucking artwork is just it's fucking solid, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, hey, we're gonna be doing an anthology. Hop in here with us.
Basically. And there's an emphasis on hot chicks because obviously this is Dawn, this is Linsner, so that's what they do. And says, I'm not complaining. What's up, good stuff? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. And we got a Woodrow. What's up, Woodrow?
What's up, Woodrow?
Welcome. We got a Passmaster Dan. Welcome, sir. Thanks for coming to hang out, everybody. Appreciate you. Yo, and we got a Devil Flyer. What's up, Devil Flyer?
Dude, it's pretty much like, all right, for character design, we're going to start with the garter belts, and then we'll go from there. Oh,
yeah,
man.
we'll start with the basics and then just layer things on top. That way it's, tastefully done. So
I love this character. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm looking on issue 1, page 23. This, like, gnarly, like, Darth Vader looking dude. With those, but he's, like, more skull. It looks like Darth Vader, but, like, with a straight up fucking skull for a face. Is it on page?
Oh, yeah. This fucking story, this is just strange, man. This is like, just a fucking, conversation between two people. It's like real and gritty and like, I don't know, no bullshit, but
yeah,
it's like these two fucking weird looking dudes, just like this skull faced, Darth Vader red skull looking motherfucker.
Damn, dude.
But
and they just sit around doing damn drugs.
Yeah, they're just doing all kinds of different drugs, and it goes from this kind of ink wash, softer black and white to just strict ink, like stark contrast black and white, back to the gray tones.
Yeah, dude, that next page is just like, whoa.
Yeah. And then
it's almost like a different person. I mean,
yeah, but it's two different brothers, the Philbach brothers. They would do different, work together and do different stuff for Sirius, and they would do contrasting stuff like this. I mean, some of this like contrasting black and white stuff almost reminds me of like Kelly Jones a little bit. Some of the next pages that we see, So yeah, I had to censor this page. So yeah, they're having a conversation about love and cheating, and but I love her. She fucks around on me, and it breaks my heart. So leave her. I can't. I tried. And it's a very serious conversation, a very human conversation with these completely like non-human, at least that dude, non-human looking fuckers, and that in particular makes me think of Kelly Jones, like that dude down at the bottom here. This feels like something Kelly Jones would do for some reason to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that's a hell of a fucking page. This fucking demon getting split in half. Yeah.
I love it, dude. It's got like that, like black and white. It's got white being used as line art. I mean, dude. It's really the shit. Trying to make words. Trying to make words right now for this artwork, and I can't. I'm just
Words
going,
for artwork.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's got white and black going on in it.
No, but it's seriously, yeah, it's the spears for sure.
Yeah.
Silhouettes and stuff like that, like moving your eye around, like that's just fucking dope.
That's the way to do a splash. If you're gonna do it like that, make a stark contrast and make it have impact. Oops. There we go.
Yeah, I love that.
This little section with the fucking mouse trap. You know, they're fucking huffing helium now.
Yeah, dude, they're just sitting there, and as they're having this deep conversation about his wife, they're just like rocking everything, you know.
Every
Right now
fucking
it's
substance they can
helium.
fucking snort or shoot or, you know, smoke or whatever.
Who the fuck does helium as a pastime?
I mean, when you've done everything else, you know. But, you know, it's funny to think of...
Whippets, maybe,
you know,
I can understand.
You know, it's just funny to think of this skull-faced dude thinking, and that defines love too? You see, don't worry because I know that love is an ultimate extension of faith, and I have faith in both myself and her. You know, it's you gotta...
I'm your father.
Exactly. So she's walking out into the hallway here, and out in the hallway is where these two dudes were fighting and just murdered all these other guys. So she sees them. She sees this dude, and then turns around and walks back in the house because reasons.
And curls up.
Yep. She just kind of gives up, longing, ever longing, you know. It's, dude, you ever get what you really wanted on Christmas? He stares at him. You don't know me well enough to hear the answer to that. You know, Ryder, this is our second attempt to rescue her. When do you think she'll come around?
Shit.
Next time she will snap out of this daze. She's going to realize that what exists between us. You know, so it's like, he's like, next time, Christ, Ryder, buddy, do you ever get the feeling you might be chasing windmills? And obviously this dude's not going to give up. So yeah.
Dude, that's like kind of a crazy, deep story of like this guy is trying to white knight and defend and save this girl who doesn't want to leave a shitty, monstrous boyfriend partner.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't care about her.
Doesn't care about her.
Whose idea of love is that he doesn't give a shit about her. You know? I don't know if you caught that back in this part of the story right here. You know? I know that she needs me and that I will never need her. You won't? And still you love her? It's because of that I can love her. You know? And she's hearing all this walking out, and this dude's like murdering like fucking all these guards.
Fighting for her. And she's like,
and she just turns around, walks away, closes the door,
and looks
back
at
in,
him when she closes the door. Yeah.
Yep. You know? So yeah. And then he's just, of course, do you really need her? Of course I need her. I love her, you know? Damn. So there's all kinds of stories in this series.
Yeah.
You know? And then you've got sketchy stuff like this that Linsner does.
It's all over the place, the artwork.
It really is.
It's just, in a good way.
Mm.
Dude, that red outfit on the right side of your screen.
Yeah.
It's fucking hot as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Look, poison elves. Right there.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's kind of distracting. I'm just kidding. I'm a grown man. I can do it. But it's like, god damn.
Look at this cover. Look at how badass Death looks.
Dude, that skull is fucking dope.
I mean, that design is just fucking great. You know? It's like it's timeless neoclassical. I fucking love it.
Oh, I remember that fucking like thing that she had, that like throwing thing. It's not
Oh
throwing,
yeah,
but you know what I
a
mean. That,
glaive.
like, yeah, I totally forgot about the glaive.
Yeah. There it is.
Look
Look
at
at
them
that.
old booby socks. That thing has to have like booby socks built in, right? Unless
I mean, unless
it's
it's literally painted on. I mean, but look,
there's curves and I mean there's
I
like
exactly
wrinkles in it. So I almost want
wrinkles
to
in
be
it.
like
Yeah. So
it's
it's
like a
like latex.
latex. Yeah, like you're it's like a hot wax and you've just like dipped her into the
You
hot
just
wax.
walk in and dip yourself. She just
You
dips
dip it
herself
in,
in,
and then eventually, like where you have creases, it eventually starts to like kind of break loose and starts to like have like little creases and shit like around her ankles and stuff. But
right. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be like a vinyl catsuit, but there's the rose and thorn wrapped around her wrist.
that's a very
always
cool
been a
thing.
thing
I like
for
to
her.
see that
Yeah.
cosplayed. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh man, they used to do conventions, or they used to do um, uh, contests, dawn costume contests at Dragon Con every year. You know,
Of course, it's a
lots
Dragon
of like,
Con.
yeah. Well, I mean that's where a lot of
Hooking up
serious
and fucking gets going on.
alum went. I mean that was Drew Hayes' favorite convention to go to, was Dragon Con. But I mean
It's a
he was
hookup. It's a hookup con.
oh. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be more for fantasy and swords and sorcery and type stuff, right?
Yeah. Just
More and
it
had a
seemed
more indie focus, from what I understood.
New York seemed to be like New York Comic Con seemed to be a lot of like partying. San Diego Comic Con was a lot of like business meetings and plans getting made, agreements getting planned out and shit. And then Dragon Con seemed to be where like everybody caught fucking clap.
Ew. Wow.
Maybe not clock that, but it was just like I was like, really? Everybody? She's like, yeah, it's a total hookup. It's a total hookup con. I guess because the con is going on the floor 24/7, and it's connected to multiple hotels. So people are just like going up to their hotel rooms and shit. Anyways, I haven't been privy to any of the orgies and shit that are apparently like going on during Dragon Con, but there's definitely a lot more like sexy shit going on at Dragon Con, like a lot more like like fantasy, but also like sexy stuff.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Speaking of sexy, what's up? What's up? What up, you sexy mofos? Says Brian Kriskow. Welcome, man.
Sexy gorilla.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, man, look at that. Fucking
helium
cover.
Is hilarious. Isn't there a helium beer? Yeah. Helium is basically a drug you do when you're doing other drugs and want to crack each other up with that squeaky voice. Ah, see, there you go. Yeah. Good Red Sonja cosplay. Yeah, I mean, Red Sonja is actually one of the oldest cosplays over here, at least in America. Dragon Con, I think, still happens in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken. It's always been an Atlanta con. All cons
it's fun. It is definitely more of like you have your con during the day and it just doesn't stop. It just like keeps going because the con is happening within this complex of several hotels. So it's like, New York Comic Con, you kind of go to the con and then you leave and then you kind of disperse into the city. But with Dragon Con, everybody kind of just stays within that area and it just you just party and party and party and party. Yeah, Percocets.
Never been privy to the parties at cons. Used to have to make my own party back at the hotel, and by party I mean just a bunch of weed and munchies. No, I mean like with when I went to conventions
by myself
like,
with a bowl of mashed potatoes.
Working. No, I had my crew with me, so we'd review footage that we shot.
Oh, or because
like
I remember seeing some stuff of you like doing interviews and stuff. So I mean,
yep, going out to San Diego Comic Con, going to MegaCon, stuff like that. Yeah, interviewing people. I'd like to start doing that shit again. To be honest, I kind of miss going to conventions and talking to people.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of meeting online. It's time people start fucking meeting in person. Yeah, which I think is starting to happen. As cons are happening, people are going to them.
Well, as people are feeling more comfortable going to conventions, yeah. Yeah. All right. So this has been sticking out to me. This whole like text over the I don't know, the logo.
Do you like that?
You know, it's totally an indie thing to do. You know, this is almost like a magazine cover design, is what it says to me, like a fashion cover or something like that. This is so avant-garde in its presentation, just in the trade dress, you know, and the illustration is set up for that, but just like I like the presentation, you know. Again, Sirius has been one of my favorite indie publishers for a long time, especially when they were, you know, back in their prime, back when this was happening, and you know, they were putting out Boys and Elves. So,
yeah, I like the idea. The some of the lines of text kind of bother me because there are like less words than other ones, and then the very final line of text, it's like going out of the fucking box. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. This down here, see you on the inside. I mean, it's supposed to, like, lead you to open the book, and I get that. But, yes, my OCD screams when it fucking sees that.
Yeah,
like,
for somebody who's into typography and font placement, I'm seeing, like some
everything
lines,
is turned perfectly all the way down, except for that.
In biology class, she was. So one line has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words, and then another line, you know, the very last line has no cure for education. See you on the other side. You know what I mean? It's just like, holy fucking shit. Like, why did you fucking...
What is this? What does this have to do with anything?
Why did you do that? Yeah. Like this, like, why did you do that?
Now, see, if this ties into something, you know, that you end up reading on the inside, cool. I don't remember that this tied into anything on the inside, but, you know.
I mean, I'm nitpicking because that chick is amazingly drawn. But, like, yeah, if I was the art director, I'd be like, I need you to reset that text so that that little piece is in there. Like, if you need to, like, fake a couple of spaces or fake a couple of like return button presses to like make it all work a little better, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would be like, yeah, can you push that in there?
Shrink the font just like one point or two to fit that in there,
if
and
you
then
need to
kern the fuck out of it. Yeah,
if you need to like adjust the kerning by like micro points, you do what you need to.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure.
Again,
I don't care how you do it, bro. I'm putting it in your action list.
Right. Again, indie stuff, man. You know, it's
yeah. This is big. Yeah, this is one dude creating his shit. You know, there's no like.
It's his anthology.
I'm not.
He's got the overarching stories and letting people do the art that he's got. The
fuckers, the liars, the scum. I believe nothing.
Okay, the blue is my blood. Here, okay, yeah, it's this opening story.
I love the gray, and then like the going back with the white to like really make it pop out. Jeez,
yeah, there's some just strange, fucked up stories.
Yeah, that was weird, man. Like, what the fuck what are you doing?
It's just,
like,
this dude's in prison, you know, dreaming, you know, he's losing his teeth, sitting in prison, thinking about, you know, the lies that his dad told him and how his dad always let him down again and again, and he would have crawled forever had he known the humiliation. It's like, what?
Okay. He made me fall, and I fell so many times, and I fucking hate that bastard. Like, holy shit!
That's why he's back in prison again.
Today, both of them have fucking fallen straight on their heads like at least 3 times. You know?
I mean, that's part of being little and learning how to walk.
Yeah, dude. One had she put her blanket over her head and then walked right into the wall, and it was like, well, what are you doing?
You okay over there?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, you're fucking upset. There's a wall.
The wall's pretty solid, huh?
Don't do that again, right? No. Okay. There you go.
What did we learn?
Walls don't move for you. Look at this. I like this. That eagle. Not eagle.
Yeah, that hawk right there is great. Yeah. You know, and sometimes
Horse
it's a
is
little
good too,
jarring to
man.
go from one style to the next.
Yeah.
You know, and this right here. Okay, so there's a
It's a fucking Mickey Mouse.
tractor over here, right?
Yeah.
There's an alarm clock here, but
Looks
you
like
know,
a Mickey
got a
Mouse.
horse. Yeah, Mickey Mouse alarm clock, but he's mounting a horse, and he's clearly a fucking, you know, like crusade knight or something like that.
Yo, he's like sleeping like Excalibur knights, like all buck
Right.
naked in the fucking woods. That was
Because he's
weirding me
that
out as
kind
a
of badass.
kid. That was
Yeah.
weirding me out as a kid. I was like watching, go, yeah, knights and shit. This is cool. Excalibur is cool, and then it'd just be fucking naked dudes laying in the wheel, like,
what is happening?
Can we get back to the fucking Merlin?
Swords, fighting?
Yeah. Can we get back to fucking Captain Jean-Luc Picard fucking swinging a fucking mace? Look at that second panel. Dude. That's somebody. That's his girlfriend or fucking his sister or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's definitely a model. Yeah, Brian Crisco. Yeah, ink.
Fucking as an adjective, not a verb.
issues.
Yeah, probably fucking his sister. I'm saying it wasn't. I'm saying that was an adjective, like his fucking sister. Not
No.
adjective, not verb.
Adjective, not verb. Yes. Yeah. Look and see, his shield's got like Harley Davidson motorcycle on it right here. You know, like little things like what's going on with this story?
Is this in the
here,
future? Is this like apocalyptic in the future?
Right. So this is you know, not even written
cool.
by
Patty
Linsner. You know.
I see Patty go, oh, that's a chick.
Patty
But then
Breen,
it could be a
and then
dude.
illustrated by
It could be a
Roel,
dude.
lettering by Brenda Femka. Fakima. Sorry. Go away. Wow. Epson software. You need to like
Looking
leave
good,
my computer
Brenda.
alone right now. Anyway, so he's like tromping through the woods here, and he comes across this chick. Can I trouble you for a moment of your valor to help? And he's like, yeah, no, be gone, thought. And
'Tis my home, good traveler.
right.
But the spring
So he
has
tries
brought
to
a
send her away.
vile siege of pests to my refuge. Now, dread is
Spiders.
the only companion who keeps my eyes wide in the night. Boing. What sort of pests, milady?
Spiders.
Ha, ah, 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 ah. Please, sir, I know thou art strong. Your belly quakes with laughter, even as I tremble in disgust. Okay, that's enough. Whoa, what's she doing? And he's like, cash, grass, or ass. And she's like, I have asked, good sir.
Yeah. So she convinces him to come help her. He's like, I mean no offense to thee. My mistrust is in full debt to those men whose last breaths are lost in the forest. And so yeah, basically, she kind of tempts him. I mean, the story's name is Fool of the Web, and I mean, look at her necklace. It's the hourglass of the Black Widow.
She's
So
rightfully-
he's like, no, I will not return with ye. Begone, thought.
Look at her fucking headgear. It's got little
like the
skulls
little
on.
heads, yeah. Skulls.
It's got little monkey skulls and people skulls. Little spirits.
And he's like, fine. She sheds a tear. She gives them puppy dog eyes, and sheds a tear. How far is thy cottage? And he walks back with her.
Randy Buck.
You know.
Randy Buck.
So he's looking around. He's like, oh, I found a little spider. I'm gonna go get the spider out. Oh, you didn't check the bedroom.
Face your enemies.
You need only to ask if that's the lone way to put your mind and body at ease.
Her scarf is starting to have like a little bit of a spider kind of vibe to it, a little bit of Spider-Man motif. Right,
got the web pattern on it. Yeah, he opens the curtain, to the bedroom. Look at the mirror. He sees the skull. That's him. Well, you know what fortune rests here, yes? And then crunch.
What the
Giant
fuck kind of
fucking
spider
spiders
is that, dude?
eating you. It's all tricks and deceit.
This
Fucking
is for
throws the spider at the wall, then she
changing.
fucking transforms into this fucking heinous Quelaag looking thing.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they covered the nipples.
Right? Me too.
That was an interesting choice.
Yeah, especially for this book, considering everything else that's been shown.
Metal.
So yeah, basically this dude,
Oh,
she keeps
shit.
transforming and transforming, and she just eats him.
While fucking twerking.
Yeah, that was the big spider abdomen.
That was a huge, and I love the way it's like still had like an ass kind of look to it.
Yeah.
Inkspot's gonna just hate himself for missing out on that.
Right? He's gonna be sad that he missed this one.
Like that's what I like.
Right?
The boots. Give me the boots.
So dude wakes up from dreams like, what the hell?
Yo, that was crazy.
Yep. Gets on his bike, goes for a ride. Hey, excuse me.
Oh, is he a black guy now?
Right? That's what it looks like.
Which is,
yeah, but I kind of need a little help here.
Yo, he turned to see D-turn. Well, hold on. Back up a couple pages.
I'm not the only one that thought that. You know,
I like the
spider.
I like the spider.
Yeah.
Shadowing. I like the cop. He's coming out there. He's gonna bust this.
Well,
John.
I think it's a rival gang. Look at the chain.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because look at the he's got knights on his jacket.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like she's luring him into a trap.
Ooh, is this one of the knights of the round table?
I don't know. That's the end of this story.
That's
where
the
that
end?
one ends. That's the end of that story.
Oh, what the fuck?
Right? They only get so many pages in these books. Now this is a continuation of a story that I'm not familiar with, but it's very interesting artwork. Almost a Chrome type. Right? So I read this whole thing. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. There's the mother of the Antichrist, and she's not sure if she should try to kill him or not. And, he's got this angel that's about to ascend or something like that. Hey, look, I remembered to censor.
There's a little skull there.
Little skulls. And these guys are trying to find the Antichrist, and they're going to kidnap him or something like that. But instead, they found her, and they were peeping on her, and she comes over, and she's like, hey, we don't want the mafia spying on us, nor kidnapping us, so please leave. This guy thinks he's going to fucking handle her. She's like, yeah, whatever. Almost breaks his damn arm, tosses his gun away, and she's like, pull your knife on me, and I'll stick it in you.
Wait a minute, I forgot. What is she?
Grabs the card, fucking flips it.
What kind of fucking monster is she?
She's the mother of the Antichrist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're coming for dinner, and there's the Antichrist, the very incarnation of Satan himself, bringing wine and pasta and stuff.
He has a tail.
It's
I would expect his tail to have like a point to it.
Right.
Whoa.
It's very interesting story. Not sure it's one that I would try to continue reading. Not sure it's the artwork doesn't really do anything for me.
Hi folks,
it's
I'm back.
It's competent enough, but
charged with the wisdom and knowledge of God.
Right. Which reminds me of a great cosmic joke.
Yeah, man, the artwork is
not my thing, but I mean,
it's raw. It's
it's like if
folk.
Crumb tried to do action. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ah.
Sorry, guys. I thought I had taken out all the regular pages, but apparently I hadn't.
All of the.
So yeah, that was the end of that one. Okay, so here's
Oh, look
here's
at
a story
that.
by
That's
David
good.
Mack.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that. We know who he is. Look at that.
Yeah, this is all like a monologue. Dude sitting, thinking, talking about dreams that he has had, parents arguing, dreaming about stuff as a kid.
I tell you, man, he's the only dude who I'm like, yeah, I like text in the artwork. Normally, I'm like, don't put any text in your fucking art. I mean, other than like comic book, yeah, but you know what I mean, like
Right, like the trade dress. No,
trade
this is
dress or like
yeah.
contemporary artwork or anything where it's like, if I have to like stop and like start reading some fucking poetry that you've like put onto your painting, like it just annoys the shit out of me. But I like seeing this though. I like seeing when he does it.
That's because David Mack knows what he's doing. I mean, look at this, like this, and it fits the story. He's talking about like moving a bunch of different places. You got all these different states and altered states, and I don't know. It serves the story that he's telling, and it also adds to that whole ethereal feel of this, the dreamlike quality of this story that's being told. This dude's having trouble with reality. He's having trouble, waking up, as it were.
Loved his Daredevil shit, man. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those shades, dude. That's fucking dope.
Right? I love the stuff, the outline stuff that he does. To convey the shape of everything. Like there's no, except for the lips, there's no solid black lines. The lips and the nostrils, like no solid black on that face.
Dude, those women's faces in the black curling. Fuck, dude. Who has that as a tattoo, man? Who has that like made into a tattoo? Because that would be fucking killer. Somebody's already got that as a tattoo, I'm sure.
The contrast of the very surreal with the very, solid, well done, well proportioned features of the center face, and the one down below it adds to the surreal nature of it. It's like a counterpoint. It's like an anchor for reality that then lets the rest of it be as surreal as it needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, not just the center face, but all the faces. I mean, like, the one with the eyes kind of doing wild stuff. Like, I mean, that nose is supposed to be where it is, that mouth.
Yep.
Like, all of the stuff, when you're looking at it, you're like, oh, he knows how to draw. Like, he knows how to fucking sit there and really actually draw. Yeah, like
even
to not only get that woman, but then to like twist that woman's face and to like also keep it in proportion is like, yeah, this dude knows what he's doing. So you're right, like you're able to have like a really nice launch pad for some fucking wild shit, and it all like works and it all makes sense. Yeah, dude, exactly. That
What's
shit
up,
tattooed around my fucking arm or something, dude. I mean, I'm not, but I like the way the face is kind of like peeking out of the line art. It's really cool.
It's a legit juxtaposition. Yep, it is indeed. And it's storytelling mechanic, and it serves the purpose, and I don't know if you noticed, like the screws around the head, like here on that one, you've got screws popping up over here.
Because they're loose?
Yeah,
got some loose screws?
He's got a few loose screws. You got little Band-Aids and stuff. It's a story about pain, and nightmares and dreams and waking up from them. Love the fucking line work on this shirt right here. You get the impression without it having to be this solid thing,
Ooh.
And see, now he's talking about, the striped shirt that he was wearing. It turned into snakes, and then the lines turned into tiger stripes on his skin because he took the shirt off. I wanted to get a look at the face in my eyes without the glasses. I took the glasses off, and my eyes came off with them.
Yeah, he's fucking tripping hard, dude.
Yeah. And then David Mack right there at the end.
Yeah, I do. Go back a little bit. He's got some like Bascom fucking shit going on, like the little like weird drawings,
Mm-hmm.
Go back.
Oh, you're talking about right here in the corner.
Yeah, where it's like he's got this line, line art, and then he's got these like little crude drawings with crowns and stuff. I really like that shit. Really just kind of bringing in all kinds of like visual stuff. Very cool.
And again, it serves the story. It adds to the ambiance.
Shh. ... Quiet.
Yeah. Exactly. And let's see. I thought maybe the faces were all in the same. I mean, they are all kind of in the same general vicinity, aren't they? Like in this one is right here in the center of the page.
Yeah, but he's
center
not.
Of the page.
I like that. That's cool. That's center of the page, but you could also tell he's not cheating either. Like he's redrawing that face each time. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, and it's also moving it so it's not
nice.
Direct center of the page. It's but it's a storytelling. It's a visual mechanic to again anchor each one of these together. I bet putting them all up, let's see how many pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 pages. I bet putting them all up together in like a four grid would balance out. As like a piece, a whole piece.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know that that's the case, but I would imagine, given David Mack.
I'd love to see these just like printed real big on like really nice paper. It'd be kind of fucking dope.
Yeah.
Really take it to the next level of the art. I don't know. I mean, it's beautiful right there, but
yeah.
Look at them gatas. We got some gatas, folks.
Yeah. Look at that.
What's under there? I bet you're wearing garters.
Or just a blue version of the red bodysuit.
It's like I'm sitting here cracking on the garters and stuff, but really that's some amazing fucking work right there wings. On that like satin.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the softness and the texture, like it looks
folds?
like satin. Yeah.
I mean, dude, that's like I'm gonna look at folds. I mean, that almost looks kind of vagina-y, kind of too, right? I'm looking.
Well, I mean,
at
it's got that soft feel that satin does. That satin and satin kind of rolls together like that.
Is that me just to be like, oh, that almost looks vaginal?
Well, I mean, if it was a different color, I don't think you'd say that. But yes, it's very pink and flesh toned.
What was the painter who did giant paintings? They're like flowers, but they're really like badges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? The tulips or something like that? I don't know.
Tulips.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember her name.
Anyways, I like the wings too. Wings are tough, man. Wings are tough.
Yeah. Getting them to look right.
Getting them to look right. I saw somebody drawing some wings today and was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Just fucking Google what a wing looks like before you.
Please, for the love of God.
Yeah, I was like, I need you to stop doing. I need you to just Google a fucking wing. Just look at the wing.
Just look at an extended wing, please. There's a plethora of images online.
Yeah, I'm not even saying like, hey, find an extended wing and just like trace that and put it into the drawing, but holy fuck. Yeah, this looks dope.
No, I hear you. Linsner is so good. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Look at the hair. Fuck. We could just look at the covers and just like, go over the covers repeatedly. You know, the subtlety of the figure, you know, the shadows. Yeah, it's fucking great. Ah, look at that. A well of sorrows,
sick,
a
dude.
fountain of renewal.
Well of sorrow.
So, Death is just kind of Georgia O'Keeffe. Thank you, Feline. Thank you. Appreciate
There
that.
it is,
Georgia O'Keeffe did
O'Keeffe.
flowers that were vaginas.
Yeah, because I couldn't think of the O part. I was like, K. I was like, Kelly? O'Keeffe.
I couldn't think of any part of her name to save my ass. So, yep, Georgia O'Keeffe. So yeah, this is an actual story by by Linsner. You know, just him, you know, with Death walking around. It's snowing, getting close to the end of the year. You know, winter held tight its grip upon the world, and he longed for the return of his lover. So it's you know, they have you know, she's the spirit of rebirth, and of course he's death. So they meet once a year. You know, knew the coming of spring would allow him to touch his lover once more, but that seemed like lifetimes away. I mean, just look at the composition here. You know, telling an emotional story with you know, I don't think ethereal's not, but I guess ethereal images. You know, because this isn't necessarily happening in the world, but it's a visual representation of the emotional turmoil that he's feeling, you know, and the time and the waiting and the balance, and you know,
Yeah, man.
you know, you can feel the emotion of the story in the artwork. Look at that. That's fucking badass. I fucking love that shit. You know, and the cycle goes on, all for just one touch. Though lonely, Death was rarely alone. Just as he longed for his lover's touch, others longed for his. Is this the end? Do I really want to die? Yeah, I know this is far from the first time I've asked this question. They've always said it would get better, and it has, but what goes up must come down. Like a wheel spinning, it all comes down again, and I cry, and I wish for the end. Often thought of, often dreamt of, never touched. So, dude relives like the first time he tried to kill himself, and you know, Death almost had him. Decided not to. So he's like, he's you know, kind of at peace here. I've said my goodbyes. My path is clear. You know, but this time I'm ready, and boom! Out the window. Now, I don't know.
Pushed him, or do you think
I don't think. No, I don't think. I don't know. Looking at it again, it looks like he's about to, like, you know, just touch his shoulder or something like that, and the dude jumps out the window. The first time I read it through, like, this looks like he pushed him.
Yeah.
Like that hand.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like he pushed him. So he might have. That was the impression I got when I first read it.
Ooh, look at that shot with the hand on the table, dude. Just fucking.
It's one of the things I love about hands, man. They're so expressive when used properly. You know. Also, speaking of expressive, look at the panel down here with just the crop of the skull. You know, you just literally just drawing a skull. You know, and just you get the emotion and the mood from it just by the tones that he used. You know, the way the composition, the tones, and you know, the background. I don't know. I get sadness from this. You know, and it's just a skull. Now it's because it's been set up ahead of time with the story. You know, so it just you continue with that. So
yeah, we already know what he's thinking. We already know what's going on. You know, the setup was so well. It's just like you don't even need to say anything else. You're just kind of like with him on this fucking moment.
Yep. Linsner's a fucking great storyteller. Yeah. And then we get some interesting stuff. Not even sure what was going on with this. It's very, very graphic in its storytelling.
Yeah, this is like
And
some sort of like a greeting card from the Mahogany line.
Something like that. I'm not exactly sure what the style was, but it's you know, a story of you know, longing, desire, missing somebody, you know, then feeling like a fool because they got their heart broke, trying to let go. So it's just a sad little story.
Oh, is it? Can't get into the artwork, man. The artwork just isn't really touching my shit, and it's like, oh, you got all this fucking text. The art. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, exactly. You know, but that's part of an anthology, man. You know, this doesn't do anything for me. This does not really make me want to read it. You know, and if you've got this big weighty story, then you know, this big weighty emotional story, then you know, you need to find a way to.
What a weird thing to be like, yo, I'm gonna totally like render this dude's elbow and his bicep and his fucking, you know, his delt and shit. You know what I mean? I'm totally gonna.
But I'm not gonna give him a nose.
But I'm not gonna give him a fucking nose and just like.
Yeah, and there's
his
just a
mouth,
hint of an ear.
and his eyes, and his eyebrows are all the same fucking shape, like brush stroke.
Again, this was 96, man. You know, this is I imagine this is probably like some early computer art. You know.
Oh, is it?
I would imagine. I don't know that.
Yeah.
But looking at it, it looks like early computer stuff, like something that would be done.
That's handwritten. That's handwriting. That's
handwriting. Yes. I'm just talking about like the grid
Jesus
pattern,
Christ,
the lines. You know, it looks like, I don't know, maybe early Photoshop, early Illustrator or something like that. There's somebody just playing around with it. I don't know. Just a theory.
Apple Paint.
Apple Paint, sure. You know. Anyway, moving on.
Why do anthologies always have to have like a fucking weak link? Is that like
there's got to be contrast, man. You know, if it's all, you know, bright, then there's no up, there's no down, there's no contrast. Just like in a picture, you know, there's got to be bright spots and dark spots, you know, to give the contrast. You know? It helps the good shit stand out. That's why. Long story short, at least, you know, in my opinion.
Well, that's how I'm gonna set up my next anthology. Just a whole bunch of fucking high school kids, and then my shit right at the end.
There you go. Yeah.
Be like, what is all this shit? Oh my god! Holy fuck! This guy's amazing at the end. Yes.
yes. That's exactly what you're supposed to think. Excellent.
What's some more of that other guy's stuff? Yeah, you do.
Here you go. Yeah, this is where you get it. So this one is another continuation of a previous story. I'm not sure if it's in the Dawn universe or if it's, you know, its own book or what. But you know, this magical, you know, princess wakes up and she's got to get ready and go to this thing. It's what was this? This was the sisterhood or something like that. And there's one of them's going to get chosen to be their champion. Oh, right. So they're saying a blessing over the food. Whoever gets the burnt cake is the chosen one to face the dragon. You know,
they all got little baby dragons.
Yeah. It's you know. So she's swapping her cake for the burnt cake, or the burnt cake of hers for another girl's cake, so she doesn't have to be the chosen one.
Bong.
Yeah, and then you know, so they all finish eating and they go out. And so no last words. They're taking her out to the stones to face the dragon. You know, this giant.
Oh
dragon
shit! Take her out to the fucking Georgia Guidestones.
Right. And the dragon comes down and shoots the bitch that made the swap because it knew. So that's it then. Then it's all over.
It's a proper slut dragon, and it knows a slut when it sees it.
The great evil you feared it now comes. My people will be free. So the reason why they had the ritual to have a sacrifice, a chosen one, is because there was a deal that was made. And since they broke the deal, now all the dragons are free, and the little ones will no longer be slaves or pets. But apparently the chick that was the chosen one that didn't, or that was given the thing to not, that wasn't actually the chosen one, she gets to ride off on the dragon because she was always good to her dragon. I don't know.
Okay.
I read this one late at night. I was starting to fall asleep.
You know what
the artwork is pretty though. I like the gray tones.
There's a couple of elements that I think are kind of cool that I've never thought about. Like the fucking wings look like they're tentacles or something.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, that's
a stylistic choice.
Kind of a cool like octopus fucking wings or something. Like
right.
Like not only do you have Cthulhu face, but you have like Cthulhu wings, where it's just like, I don't have wings. I don't have bat wings. I just have giant
web tentacles.
Web tentacle things on my back. Yeah, I kind of like it because you can like flex them and fly, but then you can like make them tentacly and grippy, like two octopuses trying to fucking put the train on you or something.
Coming to a monster near you.
Octopus train. Yeah. See, look, you've even got a little bit more of that shit going on. I like it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, interesting story. See, there they are again.
No, don't leave with my baby dragon.
Oh, all the baby dragons took off. They gone.
Good, because it sounds like slavery, to be honest.
Right? Yeah.
Baby dragon, I'm so cold. Heat my bed up, baby dragon.
Octagon? Yeah. Doja Kun says, I even have the Angry Christ comics trade paperback. Nice. Oh, Doja Kun tuned in because he has all of these Dawn books. Awesome. Yeah, this was my first time through Crypt of Dawn. Yeah, and when we get Inkspots, we'll me, Matt, and Inkspots will go through the Cry Dawn, and we'll have you come hang out, Dojo. Dragons. Yeah, this is a different story now than the next one. What's going on, American Comics? Welcome. Welcome. What's
going on, buddy?
So this is like a post-apocalyptic story where the animals have taken over.
What?
They've evolved to be, soldiers of their own. They're fighting their own wars. So now they're doing their own epic stuff and crossbows.
Dude,
it's a very different post-apocalyptic story.
Dreadlock lion with fucking
with a nose ring.
Come on, man. Come on. Give it to me. Fire! What are they fighting lizards
with one eye? They're scouting. They're trying to find these. I don't know if they're rebels or something like that, or if they're the rebels trying to find the Imperial troops. Let's see. They're reporting back at chunk.
Throwing something.
Well, they just got shot with the crossbows. So Fulkerson has never retreated in battle. Impossible. He's around, all right. So watch it, man. He could be anywhere. Fucking knocks him down and takes him out. Cracks his neck.
Oh my god, that's a fucking porcupine. That's dope. Is that a porcupine? Hey, Payne.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yep. That's a porcupine.
Huh? Boom.
And then the tiger jumps over him and slashes.
And here comes the bird.
So yeah, I mean, I really like the artwork on this one too. You know, I love the gray tones and the cartoony enough style, but it's realistic enough. It's got a nice balance to it. You know.
Yeah.
This is well done anthropomorphizing. Sometimes it gets a little furry. Yo, what's going on, Ms. Good Stuff? Thanks for coming to hang out. Kitties, says Feline. Yes, indeed. Oh, and see, Dawn card set. Man, wouldn't mind finding those. I bet those are fantastic. See, there's the back cover, and that's for that story.
Woo. Yeah, dude, that's
pretty fucking
with
dope.
The paw on the moon too,
right? You know this reminds me of like old Trent Kanuga, you know.
Yeah,
just with like the big feet, the big hands, and like the energy, the jumping. Yeah. All right, so this is number 4. Shit, we still got this one and 2 more issues after that.
Give me one. Hey, can you talk for a second? Can I go back real quick? All right.
Yeah. All right, so in this one, you get to see a different story, or a different, kind of a more, I guess, traditional, for lack of a better term. That's badass. Yeah, that was pretty badass. That back cover. You have a card set in the special binder too? Damn, Dojo. I didn't know you were such a big fan of Dawn, man. That's awesome. So yeah, the next story, this is Culture. There's actually only two stories in this one, and one of them is written by Gary Newman from his album Exile that came out, I guess, in let's see, this is 1996. This is either 96 or 97. So in this opening, Rob Hand's talking about how he started writing this story, Culture, and whatnot, and you actually get to see kind of a more traditional pen and ink line art style from Linsner, as opposed to his kind of more softer, painterly or toned out style. This Good Stuff says, all I can see is red boobs. Yes, the red boobs are very, very distracting. I mean, let's see. I could fix that. There you go. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Does that help you focus on the comic? Gonna start losing viewers now. So anyway, you do see. I'll let him just peek out. How about that? You do see a different kind of line work with this one, and this dude gets picked up by the cops. He is not happy about it. Gets fucking thrown in jail. But I love the expression. Linsner's expressions, like his body language, the subtlety of body language and facial expressions, like this right here. The annoyance. Found out by the man. What a bitch. I've never done anything he isn't. Probably went to school with these guys. Just the storytelling in the figure work, the storytelling in the expressions, the hands. I don't know. I'm a sucker for hands. I love this, the way the knuckles kind of roll. Yeah. So yeah, they make him pee in a jar, have him sign stuff. They're looking through his shit, making sure he's not on drugs or whatnot. Oop. Spencer Norman. Anyway, finally he's alone. He's got his coffee, and dude's sitting in the cell with him. What's your story? Dude's reading A Scanner Darkly, which is a great Philip K. Dick book. I think they made a movie with Keanu Reeves, if I remember correctly, of A Scanner Darkly. But
I'm back.
anyway.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Commercial break.
No worries at all, sir. Okay. Just rambling on about different different kind of art style, like more of a traditional line art from Linsner, as opposed to his regular, the painted stuff, the toned out stuff. So this guy, he's the norm.
Really good faces.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing I was saying is the facial expressions, the subtlety of body language and facial expressions is one of my favorite things about Linsner and his storytelling, his artwork ability. I wasn't complaining, LOL. See, she wasn't complaining either. To see another amazing cover by Linsner, pull up Independent Voices #2. Okay. We'll go ahead and find that at the end there. Anyway, in this story, Matt, just to catch up, this dude gets pulled over by the cops. He's been being put through the ringer. He's being processed. He's got to get his picture taken, and piss tests and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Spencer Norman, that's him. Dude in the cell has no idea who he is, and then they're smoking cigarettes.
The norm.
Yeah, the norm. So, let's see. Talking about, growing up being a fucking hellraiser and, a musician and whatnot. Was really into fireworks, lit a fucking
Born leader.
Roman candle or whatever with a fucking doll head on top, or a Spider-Man head on top with the doll head on Spider-Man. And getting chased by the cops, Then he discovered music, and he got that same adrenaline rush, playing music. So you were a little renegade fool. Didn't you grow out of it? No way, my man. I grew into it. Yeah. Acid, sure.
I like how how he's doing the singing.
Yeah.
With the more, creative and
oh yeah, to get your attention.
Fucking, it's like, oh yeah, he's definitely singing with this rather than just, talking. Very cool.
Yeah. And this right here to give the depth of going into the garage.
Mm-hmm.
This loop down around here, it's fucking good shit, man. And then his chicks, he's always known for his chicks, and very rarely do we get to see this kind of line work from him. It's usually just tones. And like this right here, the texture on the jeans, that those line weights kind of remind me a bit of Crumb and this hatching there. I wonder how much of an inspiration or an influence, I guess is the word I'm looking for, Crumb was on Linsner, or if he was at all. I mean, it could just be me.
I think there's some. I think there's definitely some.
I mean, I suppose it could also be Boland. Brian Boland does stuff like that too, but for some reason, this whole panel right here with her just says Crumb to me more than anything else. Is that weird?
No, I agree with you. Better face than Crumbs.
Totally, yeah. Okay, Dojo sees it too. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, we got the rock and roll and the drugs, and there it is. I wasn't even 15. The things I saw in those days. Her name was Shakti. So he was, he was dreaming. This is, in his mind. Look, what I love about this page? I love the fact that there is it's almost like a muka design, like with the framing of it. You know how Muka would do like the curls and the whirls. And
Yeah,
he would
yeah.
frame a picture and like the figures would break through. That's what I see with this page right here. You know, it's subtle and they use wings and stuff to break things up. But yeah, I look at the dragon back here.
Yeah, I like the texturing on the wings. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And this, I fucking love this type of texture in the background too. You know, it breaks things up from being just like a monotonous white, and makes the figure pop out. You know, and then more lyrics playing through here. So since we saw that earlier, this shape, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Around it, we know that's that
Singing.
those are lyrics. Those are singing. Yeah.
They've established the language, the visual agreement that they made with the reader, artist, and we moved forward, and we're all down with it.
That shape language, you know, it's that shape language in action right there. You know. So anyway, he's got eyes on this chick, and she's eyeballing him. They're out at the fucking party, and the cops show up, and so he grabs the chick and runs off, and they have a blast. You know. And he falls in love with her. You know. All American, get baked. Borden instant potatoes.
Yeah, man.
All right, can't move. So basically, Shakti becomes his girlfriend, and you know, moves him around to all these different scenes. You know, kind of a Sid and Nancy type story going on here. Suddenly, you know, they tripped and fucked all the time, anywhere. You know, cool. Yeah. Didn't matter if you were punk, pink, or just plain ugly. You just had to keep your cool. You know. She came from all kinds of money. Had no idea why she hung out with him. You know, and they decided to run away together. And then, you know, the cops pull them over on the way out of town because mom calls. And so she gets bailed out. And, you know, he gets left in jail. And, yeah, you are correct, Plegle. These are some fantastic faces. Look at this.
Faces.
Look at this, and this right here, and the fucking sadness right here. You know, yeah, it's just expressions. You know, being able to like, even if there was no text whatsoever on this page, you could tell what was going on because of the body language, the figures, the pacing, and the expressions. You know?
I almost think there's too much wording. Like some of the wording kind of covers up some of the cop and police stuff. Like I was like, wait, who's arresting him? Oh, it's a cop.
Because you know you'd see this cop and how it's you know the back of the cop is the panel break. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking great storytelling.
The fucking telephone being used as a framing element is pretty dope.
The panel border being the line where the telephone line. Yeah, you know, it's good shit, man. It's good comic book making, good storytelling. So he eventually gets out, and you know he's got to you know he's working as a janitor. And you know, going to AA meetings. You know, bored as hell. He can't do drugs anymore. So he decided to you know, caffeine became his drug of choice. So he's coffee, and he was sober. He's putting a new band together. You know.
Ooh, look at that shading on that face.
Right here, yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you know that after you put a you know, draw a face like that and the expression and whatnot, that's a bold choice to fucking start, you know, hatching over that face. Because if you over render it, you just fucked up that face. You know what I mean? So
you do one extra set of lines on that cheek, and boom, you are boobard.
Yep, and it's fucked, man. It's fucked. So I just,
So
you know
good.
what? You know what else? Some of this reminds me of, like, this face right here. I know you're not a big fan of Steve Dillon, but this
I'm not. I like Steve Dillon. I'm sorry.
Was
I
it
like Preacher. I think it's Inkspots that's not a fan. Maybe.
okay? Maybe
I like
maybe it
Steve
was
Dillon.
Ink. Yeah.
His faces,
think.
absolutely. I thought some of his Punisher stuff seemed
Well,
a little
I'm sure he was rushed
soft.
a lot on that Punisher
Yeah,
stuff.
like the Punisher stuff compared to his Preacher stuff is just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, would you fucking ink this with a Sharpie? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe.
But the Preacher shit, dude, is fucking primo.
This
dude.
reminds me of, like, Preacher, Steve Dillon, like the facial expressions.
The girl in the next one with the way her mouth is open just a little bit and she's kind of looking over, dude. That's shit I strive for right there, dude. That's money.
The subtlety, yeah.
Yeah, man. Holy fuck.
Look at the subtlety of his mouth as he's bringing the cup of coffee up to his lips. Again, it's, I don't know, that subtlety kind of grounds stuff in reality, and it allows for the more out there elements to take hold. So.
Oh man, he's asking about the girl.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to know how she's doing. Yeah, I just want to know, that's all.
Just curious.
So anyway, he's writing songs, he's writing songs about her, basically. We found Sleazy P Martini, manager. Sleazy P Martini's he was the manager for Bahr. The dude with the big, like, pompadour, and he looks like a fucking dive bar sleazy manager type with the pencil mustache.
Yep. Our fans were pretty intense, so the man kept a close eye on us everywhere we went until he finally nailed me. I was in with a couple of bands that were carrying, so they hauled us all in. What a bitch. I was so trapped. Escape was no longer an option in my life. Huh.
Yep.
So that's what he's in there for right now?
Nope. But there were new options available. I was starting to make money. I had a manager. Everything was negotiable. Law, and it gets all fucking scribbled up, loopholes. See, there are loopholes created.
That's amazing, dude.
Isn't that fucking cool?
That's like, yeah, dude, that's using letters as art to, like, explain how something is just so fucking convoluted. It's fucking dope, dude.
Just the thought that went into this, the thought that went into, like, that little story element that might get lost on somebody, looking at that, they see law and they're just like, what the fuck is this? What's happening here? But, it's looping. What are the letters doing? They're looping, and there's a hole right in the center, right there. And it's even darker than the other lines around it. So, anyway. So the manager gets him out. Man had no problem just billing me for his time and letting me go. This was a new experience for me. On the other hand, he had me. On the other hand, the man didn't care as long as I paid him off. Now I was starting to grow up. Just like that. Just like that. But he's got to stay clean. So they, constantly check his piss. And he was on a short leash, but he wasn't going back to jail, so he started making music again. But lonely, because thinking about Shakti, and almost all the songs were about Shakti and more questionable aspects of our days together. The album exploited the lonely, manipulative sense of nostalgia. It was an accurate reflection of a very shallow existence.
Wow, that was pretty bad, dude. What did he say? I'm just making product. Too bad I didn't really have much to say. I was just making product.
Right? What does that sound like?
Fuck. That's something you
Yep.
need to ask yourself every time you fucking start producing something. Am I just producing a fucking item, or am I actually saying something?
Not everything has to be Shakespeare. Not everything has
No.
to, like,
No.
question the meaning of life, but,
No.
say
Not
something
everything
with
is fucking, Dr. Zhivago. Like, I don't
Yeah.
expect that, but, maybe a little bit of something.
Yeah. Say something with your story. Say something. But yeah, I love the shading down here. The hatching, the cross hatching on the figure.
Yeah, this one is really dope, dude. Oh, look at that Norm shit, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
I am so glad. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm looking at this with you, because I would totally fucking swipe that shit right there, dude. You imagine that top panel right there, but instead of it saying Norm, it's saying Rock and Roll Ninja.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do it now, but I'm just like, what a great shot, dude.
You can do something like it. Find a way to do it your own way. You know?
I think looking at it now, and then I start thinking about it in a week, and don't go back and re-look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love that, dude.
Fuck yeah. And it looks like a stage effect. It's cool. All done with silhouettes and cross hatching, and it looks like a crowd scene. And it looks like he's on a stage. Good shit. So he's got to keep clean. He's got women around him. He's got people trying to offer him drinks. Look at the expression on this dude's face right here.
Yep. Yeah, everybody's got
Fucking
something
hell,
to say.
Man.
Bunch of actors.
Yeah. The figures, his people act. They emote. Look at the despair. He's got boobs right behind. He's resting his head on a pair of tits, and he's sad face. Thinking about Shakti. Didn't matter though.
I know I'm pretty.
Shakti still haunted me.
As pretty as a pair of titties. Shanti.
Right. You see, I have a theory, which by any objective measure would seem completely ludicrous, but from where I sit, seems completely plausible. Schematic of how things work.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Right? Look at the zipatone here. Basically he goes into his theory, about drugs and narcotics and, sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
This thing right here, like with the text and the images like this, the single shots and whatnot. This whole page, now that I think about it, was very indicative of like indie comics back then, because Drew would do stuff like this, like especially down at the bottom 3 panels there. Drew would do stuff like this in Poison Elves to get a point across, especially if it's a lot of information to get across in a short amount of time. So, I don't know. I kind of dig stuff like this when it's used sparingly. Yeah. If it's used a lot, it gets overwhelming.
I like.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay, Dojo. Don't even worry about it.
Like, I don't think I have the fucking cojones to use like the text like that. But these like little like close-up shots of different things, like a little series of like small moments, I do like that. I have used that before.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I mean, this page was planned for, all this text because they needed to get a lot of shit across. So they did it, I think, as artistically as they possibly could. But this is I like this. This is funny. This is, sex, drugs, rock and roll. It's all he's got going on. Psychedelic subtext. But that's marketing. I just made that up. It doesn't mean anything. You know, so he you know, went the whole pseudo spiritual route with his music, instead of doing the you know, the going over his old glory days, as it were. But I'll be damned if I could give you any moral conclusion I draw from it. It's just my job. I'm making a living, you know, and I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, Noam, I'll bet you are. So where's all this going? Look at the bored expression on his face. He is bored as fuck. He's like, oh yeah, right, there's supposed to be a point here. So he's at a party, being an asshole, you know. See, again, this is very Crumb to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was getting older and becoming a part of the establishment, helping to reap a new crop of potential detainees for the man in order to maintain my standard of living. Realized his brain was solidifying. Look, Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, fucking Satan.
Right?
Oh no.
Yep.
She's at the party getting fucking hammered.
Yep. Do it. Are you familiar with the term flashback, Michael? The things I saw that night. There's someone over here I think you should meet. What? Who? He's a big fan, and he controls the playlists of 14 regions. So, yeah. He's getting ready to leave, and gets brought over to meet this big producer guy. This guy's got radio stations and about 20 radio stations. He's a fan of mine. Yep. And, of course, she's with this dude. And the smug expression on both their faces. Yeah.
She thinks she knows me.
She thinks she knows me. You know, the angle, the the backgrounds. You know, how the backgrounds, it's just blank backgrounds, right? You know, so it's very light, it's airy and whatnot, it's open, and then this panel happens right here, right? And then she's looking at him, and the background gets dark and starts getting intense, and then it's even more intense behind him, you know? I don't know, I think about shit like that when balancing things out, because, you know, look at this whole page. The page is balanced out in black and white.
Does look good.
Face.
What?
Really? See, so they're going over to the bar to get a drink, but he doesn't drink anymore. So Sam, he's like, yeah, sure, honey, you guys go catch up with each other. I'll be here.
Yeah, look at that fucking wig. Or whatever that guy's had, that it's just creepy like a perm.
Something like that, you know, trying to not to admit that he's going bald or something. Yeah, he's like, I could use a drink. It's like the look on the manager's face. You really are a big fan. You know, sometimes. You know, is that guy your husband? Sometimes.
Ugh.
I read somewhere that you don't drink. What's up with that? Do you care? I suppose I do. You'd better have a drink. So, you know, start talking. You know, are you a prostitute? Are you? You know, again, the facial expressions.
Mm-hmm.
The tilt, the tilt and the angle of the head. This could be very boring, you know, but it's not. It's you know, it's close up, so it's kind of a you know, kind of close, just them, tense conversation. You know, the cropping on it really kind of accentuates that.
Yeah.
So far, you've been the best investment I ever made.
Wah, wah, wah. I suppose.
Shakti gave me my music. I had completed the hero cycle. Now the songs are finally free. Yep.
Is this gonna end bad?
Yeah. Have any of these stories ended well?
No.
So, apparently I hadn't learned anything from the experience, though. She told me she wasn't using anymore, but she was always a bad liar. Truth wasn't long in coming. So they ran off. We spent the night together in my limo.
Like how she took her pin off and put it on him. That was a nice little touch.
Yeah. Just talking about old times, right? Yeah, old times, of course. I'll bet. So he gets out. Rides here. See, me and my test came back. Yep, you're clean. No kidding. Even after getting back with the Mad Queen, then what the hell? What are you doing here? Leaving. We didn't get back together. It turned out Sam was Shakti's husband after all. I hadn't had a drink in a few years, and the whole experience kind of knocked me off the wagon in a big way. Luckily, possessing alcohol isn't a crime, and I can buy my way out of a DUI. Still hung up on her? Sure, but she may have been a little hung up on me, too. What do you mean, Norm? Marriage of convenience. She got what she needed. So Shakti OD'd after last I saw her. Sam couldn't handle it and shot himself. Did she kill herself? I don't know. I wasn't there. Well, how long ago was all this? If the sun's up now, I guess you can call it yesterday. And his manager comes in and grabs him. I'm clean, you satisfied? Took you so long to get here anyway. So he tosses him the button. Gonna go write the best damn album of my career and sell 1 million copies. Yeah. And then this is there's a story. Yeah. Okay. So this is volume 5, and so this is more Linsner. This is more of what we're used to from Linsner. A lot of this is traumatic stories, but I mean it's the drama. It's the overarching story of this was drama and death.
Ripping it, lipstick in it.
Well, just trying to forget somebody, trying to move on, and rather than wait for the person to come back for them and find them again, she backed up and left. How dare she?
How dare she?
Yep. Safety belt man in Twilight.
Safety belt man.
I'd never heard of Safety Belt Man before I read this.
The fuck?
Right? Looks like a crash test dummy. And
shit is all over the place, dude.
I know.
Fucking wonky.
It's like, what is happening? What it was, and
I'm just like, what is up with these clouds, man? Like, what the fuck is? Bless. I mean, it's indie comics. I'm not knocking.
Yep. It's indie comics in 1996, 97. So,
yeah,
just doing their thing.
At that fucking dirt and there's grass and I guess those are mountains.
Oh yeah. There's probably mountains in the background. There's
nipples on her though. You know who likes nipples like that? Dan Plegle. He loves drawing big old fucking bagel nipples.
I'm sorry, I totally did not answer this question. This is Crypt of Dawn, Verusaki. Probably saw the cover by now, but yeah, this is Crypt of Dawn.
Also,
very interesting, different stuff that shows up in this particular.
High pants are back in. Those high pants that she's wearing, those like mom pants. Those are back in style.
Oh, okay. The high waisted ones. Plegle says, "Damn, I love Kevin J. Taylor. You guys be nice to him."
Who is this? That's who this is.
That's who this is.
Taylor.
It's nothing wrong with it.
Well, Kevin Tyler.
Yeah, this is my first introduction to Safety Belt, man. But yeah, apparently they pop through portals. Oh, look, they found Dawn's broken.
Oh yeah,
Halo, glaive thing. You know, she puts it back together. Ow! Damn it, Tammy, what is it? And she sees like all of this. You know, the war between heaven and hell. And she sees Dawn, and Dawn just smiles. It's happening here. And the portal opens again, and now they're underwater. They leave the halo there. That's pretty cool. I like that.
What the fuck? Yeah, I mean that's good. That's really good.
That's one of the things from Animal Mystic, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of the centaurs from Animal Mystic.
Centaurs with horse heads.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at that point, you're
totally,
going, why
totally
do you even
Animal
have
Mystic.
fucking fingers? Like, wouldn't you just have like another set of hooves?
Well,
I'm just talking shit. But...
Oh, instead of hands? Nah,
it's like hooves.
A little more human than that. Yeah. A little less human because of the head, but you know, still got the human-like hands. It's a very, very strange evolution.
Give me some back legs that are like hands. Oh, that's kind of cool.
This is funny. He drops her again. Oof! Don't kill me. God damn it! You better stay up there, you bastard! You let me fall again, I'll rip you anew. And so they're back home. And then this was another this.
This is some like Mobius looking shit right here.
Right. This is Akiko was the book, I think, that this dude was doing. It was another serious book.
It says the fittest, but I keep thinking fisting. I don't know why, but I'm like fisting. I'm like sick. Oh wait, no, it's just
fitting. Yeah, the
fitting. Fittest, not fit.
The fittest.
Fitting. Yeah, this is some sweet Mobius looking action.
Yeah, this dude did a book called Akiko, and this is just this little story that he's doing in here. You know, how can you be so sure? He's got 2 arms and 2 legs. They've been interbreeding. You know, they're talking about the aliens. Gun down, Jim. Whose side are you on? Calmness and reason. You know, and he whips the gun up, shoots him. And so, you know, he's waiting to fucking shoot the fucker that's climbing up. And, you know, he gets his head blown in. That's why we're winning this war. The humans all hate each other. Nice of him to save us a little ammo there, wasn't it?
Wow.
Damn.
Good shot, comrade.
Yep.
From fucking above. Ugh. That's cool. I like the way that looks. They're just climbing all around it.
Yep.
Ooh, this is cool.
This is art by Dark One.
The Dark One.
Trials of Dark One by Dark One. Just no words. I love this bit right here.
Yeah. Mm. Whoa. What the fuck
some
is
of this
that?
reminds me of like some of the early TMNT stuff. I wonder if that's where I've seen this dude's artwork before. Yeah, I love that there's no dialogue whatsoever. It's all just, artwork,
Yeah.
and you can tell what's going on. This ninja's creeping through and getting his stuff, getting the flags, What's up, Sugar Chris? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out.
What's up, buddy?
Right? And then putting on the climbing gear to climb up this mountain and grab that flag. And so climbing down, arrows. Fucking throws a knife to take out the arrow. This is solid storytelling, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the style. It's it could be a little tighter for my taste, but it's tight enough that I can actually tell what's going on. Looser than this, and I would lose what's going on. You know what I mean?
If it was a few more degrees looser, it wouldn't work. I wish it was maybe a little tighter, but
what's up, Plegle?
I'm not bitching.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to come in here and protect Kevin J. Taylor from y'all.
Get the fuck
we're already past that story, man.
Yeah.
It was just a little quick thing, No, it's fine, man. Thanks for coming to hang out, though.
So, are we gonna? When are we gonna do our black and white anthology Death Metal Hero of Dawn?
I don't know. Let's see. It's giving me ideas, It's giving me ideas. Yeah.
I mean, you got some amazing black and white artist friend.
Yeah, dude.
I do indeed.
That would be a really interesting thing to do.
We could all easily
do.
We could all easily do little 5-page shorts.
Mm-hmm. Totally. See, right up here at the end, you get dialogue.
Fuck.
Yep. So, nice job. So this belongs to you. This now belongs to you. Gets this sword.
I do not like that face.
Yeah, it's a little rough. This one right here.
Yeah.
A little too effeminate in the eyes to go with the cheekbones.
And I'm looking at the size of the head compared to those hands.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It looks like one of those paper mache heads from fucking Mardi Gras.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like you wear the big giant
maybe he's just
heads.
got a big head. Look, this head over here, and then
it does
Maybe
look
he's just
very
got a big
female,
head.
actually. Now that you're saying that,
It looks like a
Right,
chick.
in
Where
the
I'm
eyes.
like, why are you gluing a mustache?
it's just a chick
to your
with a
fucking lips?
mustache.
yeah, like a Fu Manchu. But
then in the
yes.
next one, it looks kind of like a squat little Mongolian dude.
Does
Yeah.
it? I think it still looks like a woman with a mustache.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, the third panel looks like Inkspots, and then the
Oh shit. So does the first panel. Now that you say that,
It's
he's
No.
got a very elegant face.
no, that first panel looks like Red Valkyrie, like fucking cosplaying as a dude. First show.
Mm.
Like, oh, she's wearing a mustache.
Fu Manchu. Dicks, he says. What's up, Ink? Too bad you can't come in here and defend yourself.
Yeah. We're just saying you're real pretty, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
safety belt, man.
There's
You're
lots of you to cuddle, and I want to look deep into your eyes because they
You're
are like
pretty
an Asian
ninja.
woman's.
Pretty Asian ninja.
Ah, he's green, huh? I wouldn't have thought of him to be green.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be green.
Is that a lightsaber that he's holding? I like that he's got a little
Look at that
codpiece.
buttocks.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Sugar Chris says, Kevin J. Taylor? Oh, yeah, I think I know who that is. He draws big boobs and big dongs, doesn't he?
Yeah, friend.
That's why Dan is all up in that shit.
Dude, that guy
Look at
that
that.
guy might as well be one of my art pappies.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I used to like do like I used to go around to conventions and I'd be like, "Hey man, sell me this book," and try and buy Kevin J. Taylor stuff because it was like full of all kinds of naughty shit.
Well, of course. I mean, that's half the fun of going to a convention. You can find that that stuff
Women-
you can't necessarily
women-
find in your
Go-
comic shop.
Lots of hot women involved with Satanism, with giant tits getting screwed by demons. It was awesome.
Sounds like something Tim Vigil would draw.
He was a contemporary of Tim Vigil.
Mm. It's all making sense now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last issue. Last issue of this this Crypt of Dawn, and we've got a few different stories in here. My New York by Joseph Michael Linsner.
Kyle Hotz.
Acclamation. Jason Alexander. Okay, yeah, and then Kyle Hutz. Hotz, right?
The dark one.
I like it hot.
Yeah, the dark one is who we were looking at last time.
He's
That
animal
last
mystic.
story was Dark One.
Inks by Dark One.
Yeah,
Yeah, dark
pencils by
dark-
Nat Jones.
Nat King Jones.
I believe dark one is the animal mystic.
Nice. I have a few of those Animal Mystic books. They're fucking great. So
Look at
here
that.
we see Linsner drawing himself, on the bus,
Or he's
As a-
drawing
as a
Matt
kid.
Bahr on the bus. Back in the day.
Apparently, you look like Linsner as a kid.
That's funny.
A kid. He's probably in his,
that
like,
line,
early
that
20s.
last line just proves it.
What?
The part where he goes crazy and he goes, "What the fuck did you just say, bitch?"
Oh, that's it's one of the dudes on the bus. Yo, keep it down back there. Rambunctious teenagers.
I'm gonna punch that motherfucker out.
And
Fuck
this
did you
dude
just
comes
say?
up and he's being an asshole. Motherfucker, I'm talking to you.
Oh, is he yelling at the bus driver?
He's yelling at the bus driver. Driver remains silent. Yeah, I
Man,
thought
you gotta
so,
leave
bitch.
the bus driver alone.
You know shit. Just got out of jail. I'm drinking a couple of 40s with my boys.
Oh,
my mother
Lord.
just died, and I don't give a fuck. Now what the fuck you gonna do? Fuck it, bitch. I knew it. So yeah. Proceeded to enjoy the rest of his trip.
The titties were
Ladies and gentlemen, the
and shit.
future of America. It's nice to see some things never change. So, little story that Linsner felt he had to, felt was a little funny anecdote.
I can't believe, Dan, you think I'd wear my fucking hat backwards, though.
I'm offended.
I'm a little bothered by it.
Oh my
So
god!
yeah, this
man.
is
Not
this
really.
is
I'm not gonna.
every
jump
once
off.
in a while, you have to go over the top, baby.
It's like a switch, and when I turn my hat, I draw better. Beep
right.
beep beep beep.
Yeah, I don't wear hats.
You don't?
So this is Jason Alexander, Jason Sean Alexander. He,
Yeah, look at that.
First saw some of his stuff when he was working with Drew Hayes to do some Poison Elves, like a Poison Elves
Jason
spinoff.
Alexander.
Yeah.
He was
He's
also so he's an actor and he's an artist.
Mm-mm.
This
Jason
is not
Sean
the guy.
Alexander. He's just this is a different dude.
This is
He's
not
Yeah.
the guy from Seinfeld. Oh,
No.
okay. Close, right?
close. Same name, completely different person. One's short and bald. The other one is tall and lanky.
Both
but
are
also
men, though,
bald.
right? Do
Yeah.
they both identify
Yes.
as men?
Yes. Yep. They're both dudes,
Jesus.
to my knowledge.
Oh my god.
Anyway, this is a very
I don't think they
cyberpunk story.
identify
She's
as
sitting in a box.
Jesus. Yeah, get in your hole, get in your box. That's fucked
Keeping
up.
a low profile.
Mm-hmm. The fuck's his
So
deal?
she's getting a job.
Why does he look like a zombie?
Because he's got all kinds of shit jacked into his head. It's a cyberpunk future, man.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
Yeah. Apparently, the number your friend Frank give you to reach sequence 18 backdoors. Anyway, you don't contact Johnny just to talk. He knows this. He knows I mean it. We arranged to meet at 2, you know. So setting up a meeting to get a job, you
Is
know.
this the
I
original
kick
Red
out
Room?
of my coffin and light up my last Turkish import. You know,
Oh, it's
so
one of
this
those
is,
Japanese hotels.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
That's where she stays. Just this little box. This little box. That's all she's. That's where she lives.
Could you imagine having that as like your fucking place to live? Be like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here and sleep. Fuck. Have you seen those hotels in Japan where they're just like,
Yeah, little pod hotels.
what do they have, like
Yep.
communal showers or what? Like, how would you like do your? I don't know. I don't even know. Would you just like rent them and sleep and then get the fuck out? Dan, anybody?
I think so.
And yeah, in those, yes, that's
Yeah.
what you do.
They're just little rental pods.
Just for like a quick sleep. They're not like, oh, here, let me climb in here and like take a shower and shit.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No.
Yeah. So she's walking up, you know, to go to this meeting, and she gets jumped. Yeah. She can handle herself.
Mm-hmm.
Takes care of the fucking punks in the bar, and she's meeting this dude, getting, you know, setting up a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, I love the body language.
Yep. I like her little things
Jason
on her
Alexander's
face.
great. You know,
I like that knee pad too.
Huh?
The knee pad is cool.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what,
there's this knee pad right here. Yeah, you know, and just the way it's set up, it serves to, you know, really sell the scene, the depth of the scene with that, especially with that knee pad. You know, if that knee pad was any smaller, it wouldn't really push the depth of the scene as much as it does, at least for me. So anyway, she gets a job. She's going to, you know, try to do it. It's fucked up, weird German sex bar.
Right.
Yep. Let's see. So she's like in charge, and she's supposed to, you know, get the supposed to speak to this bitch here. I was told you've been away for a
That's
while.
cool.
Come on, let's get this done. So walk down through, you know, every kind of thing going on in the dungeons. People just watching. So she's a data courier, kind of like Johnny Mnemonic. Not gonna get any bitches living in a pod. No, it's not. It's like snoozing in a morgue drawer or a file cabinet. Yeah, exactly. That's why she called it a coffin. I jack in and my hand starts to sweat. I open the pores in my fingertips and start to do a systems search. Something's not right. So she's like locked into this, and she exchanges data through bodily fluids. This was a setup. You know, she's not getting let go. Yeah, so she's you know, they're gonna try to use her as one of their freaks. Yeah. I'll crash your my answering machine. So yeah, you're not going anywhere. She kicks the dude in the face. Yeah, she's locked into the machine, and
that is a cool little machine. Like the buttons.
Yeah. So people are watching, you know, as there's a bomb about to go off. No, that's not yet. Oh, she's gonna come in and cut on her. That's right. So she fucking kicks the knife out of the bitch's hand and then cuts her. So that's when she brings in the bomb, and it's like, fine, this is a real show. People came to watch you die. So she's trying to figure out what to do, and people are cheering as the bomb fucking went off. Let's go in to check the room, and she fucking cut her arm off to get away. And yep. Blurry flashes that
Very
feel like
cool.
nightmares. My sides weighed down with a permanent reminder of my overconfidence. I was easy, an amateur. Arrogance killed what I was. Overconfident, arrogant, ego. Pressure of failure starts to erupt violently. Surges of heat and rage.
I just
Dude,
wouldn't
he's,
have been able to come up with a fucking page like that, dude. Of just like, if I got a script, it was like, all right, I want to do 3 panels. I would have like done like 3 panels. You know what I mean? Like I would have like not
this?
done,
Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't have even thought of like doing all that black because I don't know.
I mean, it makes you feel very
traditionalist or something.
claustrophobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It adds to the mood. And then the arm, you know.
Dan would have been able to come up with that, right, Dan? Yeah, that's right, friends.
All right, there.
Yep.
Look at this fucking Holtz.
Mm.
Hell City Ripper prologue by Kyle Holtz. Man, look at that fucking page. Holy shit. Fucking texture back
Crazy ass
here.
buildings. Just kept going. It's got some kind of fucking chest heart. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Smack.
He's all sweaty. Nice. All right.
Yeah, sweaty fat dude. Mosaic, I didn't know she was with you. I'm sorry. You know, and so look again, the expressions, the faces, like when, like some of the the expressions in these books, especially
This
from
reminds
like
me of Kelly Jones as well.
Yeah, big time. That's a good thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like the deep shadows, the solid blacks. That's definitely the jowls on this fucker. It's totally Kelly Jones. But I mean, it's Holtz. It's definitely Holtz.
What?
I can slices his guts open. Look at the fucking texture on the wall back there.
That reminds
fucking
me
highlight
of
him.
that reminds me of a TV show I just watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What TV show?
The Terminal List.
I just finished watching the 2nd episode, dude.
Oh. I would say it's pretty good. There's a point at the end where you're kind of like, okay, you probably just wrap it up now. But there's a scene towards the end that is brutal.
So this artist I recognize. He did another Poison Elf story, but it was for PARENTAL, the little thought elf, or I don't know, imp that lives in Lucifer's head. But yeah, I don't remember what this story was. Oh, it was a Tombstone Girl story. That's right. All right, inks by Dark One and Nat Jones.
Nat Jones.
Yeah, so they remember earlier the Tombstone Girls story where they were doing the photo shoot in the graveyard. Well, there was some kind of apparently he fathered this chick here who now is coming of age and joining the Tombstone Girls in some kind of ritual.
Oh my lord!
It's this story is very cheesecake.
Cheesecake or cheese ball?
Both. I mean, it's excuse for TNA and chicks making out.
Yeah.
I kissed the girl and I liked it.
Exactly.
She tastes like
Is this Monster High?
This is probably where they got the idea for Monster High, just without the, coming of or rite of passage sex or whatever. I don't know. The artwork was cool. The story was just, an excuse for scantily clad chicks to make out and, demons taking over, and
Let's
apparently angels
fuck.
plowing chicks in the middle of a party.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Let's go back to my room so we can do it all night, and you can make me feel right. Oh, boom, boom, boom.
And then
Hug
demon coming to
demons.
claim his prize, but nope, being sent back. And that is the end of Crypt of Dawn. So, as you can see, it was very interesting, collection of stories over the course of all those
It's
books.
classic.
Let's see.
It's an American treasure.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real thing, storing DNA in liquids and flesh. Yeah. I mean, Johnny Mnemonic. That was the concept behind that one.
Flesh. It's like some Cronenberg stuff.
Right. Hote's got so much better. I didn't like his early stuff, but now he's a million times better. Oh yeah, he's just grown leaps and bounds over.
Yeah, when
over
did
the
this
years.
come out?
I mean, that's, huh?
When did this book that we just were looking at?
Oh, this is probably 97 by this point.
Holy shit! Yeah, this guy. All these dudes are probably insanely good at this point, right?
Oh yeah, I mean they're all still working too. Obviously David Mack is, Jason Sean Alexander's still working. Linsner's, of course, Linsner's still doing his thing. Still got Dawn, still put out by Sirius, to my knowledge. Oh, that last piece that we were looking at, that was Brahm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Brahm.
Yeah, me too. Let me bring that back up, actually.
Yeah, I went and bought.
This is Brahm.
I went and bought a trade paperback of the Kevin J. Taylor stuff out of there.
Nice.
It's called Fang.
Okay. All right.
It's the chick with the black armor, shoulder pads with the spikes.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
It was in one of the earlier issues you were showing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes,
that was the chick that they were looking at when they were going through the portal and whatnot. She was slaying the different goblins. That was in the Safety Belt Man story. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's a great piece. Brahm's awesome. Love his stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go grab the list, and we're going to figure out what we're going to read next. So
list.
I will be right back.
All right, man. Let's keep it going. So that was a good book. Did you read that book when you were younger? I guess so,
I did not because it was like one of those weird things when I was younger. I wasn't so much into anthology stuff. And I remember like really loving the cover work, the Linsner covers.
Yeah.
But I was like, why is this art not inside? Like, what the fuck? And like, so like, I never picked it up. And like whatever issue I saw didn't have some of those artists that we saw. It was something else. It was just like, it was regular cry. Like I've never seen Crypt of Dawn. I only saw Cry for Dawn. And some of the stuff in Cry for Dawn just didn't kill me.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I never really got into it. I was always a fan of the cover work. I would see it on shelves and be like, oh, it's really awesome. But that was about it.
Yeah, like I saw Linsner, I saw Dawn on the shelves, but I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
I think I was like trying to keep my cheesecake separate from my comics.
Yeah.
Like I don't shame or judge anybody if they like drawing like titties and stuff. You know what I mean? But I usually just like
I feel shamed. It's okay.
You butthole.
What?
You know
I love
what I mean? But it's like,
titties. You kidding me?
I know.
No, but growing up, it was like, okay, I keep my Playboys over there and I keep my comics over here.
Right.
And, like, I didn't really like mix
to be
them up.
fair, of all those artists in there, most of those guys, at least from what I could tell, like 70 to 80% of them they're all gone on to like huge careers.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Yeah.
some of the guys that I latched onto that like I love their stuff for whatever. I mean, obviously because they drew lots of hot women and demons and monsters and stuff.
Right.
A lot of those guys are like right now like kind of an obscurity. Like Tim Vigil doesn't make very much money, and he's kind of
that is to me that is a fucking shame because Vigil is fucking amazing.
The thing that's crazy is the guy who's even worse off than him, at least from his art profile. I don't know what his personal life is. If I can't imagine he's making all his money off of art, but Kevin J. Taylor has got a tiny presence on Instagram. I think I have like 4,000 more followers than him, and on Patreon I think he only has like 43 like Patreons. So it's like that guy. I mean, back in the day, he was as big as Tim Vigil and all those guys in the underground scene. Like they were like big name artists. Like it. So it's weird to me that like certain
weird to
guys
see him drop off.
Went on. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if like he has a different career. Like, you know what I mean? Like how I have my day job. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe he's a freaking fireman for a living or something like that. And like he does this stuff as a hobby still. I don't know.
Right. No, that's totally fair. I mean, you know, it doesn't pay the bills, so does something else, and then you know does this as as what he does for fun. Inkspots says I'd back a Vigil crowdfunder in a minute. He needs to do a few books and make that retirement money. I completely agree.
I've told him many times
I'd fucking back it.
I've told him many times that, but unfortunately, Tim Vigil's problem with doing crowdfunders is he's not very like tech savvy as far as computers go, and so a lot of his stuff is handled by other people. I mean, I believe he posts his own. I think he posts his own stuff to Facebook, but I'm not sure. Somebody told me, he might have somebody
Facebook
that does
and I think Instagram.
Yeah, but when I've talked to him about crowdfunders, he's always been kind of like sort of negative about it because he's like, my covers never sell like really well on when people hire him to do, variant covers. But the problem is a lot of times these guys hire him to do variant covers and they're like, if you want the Tim Vigil cover, you got to get the $250 pack.
Yeah,
to get the
which
special
is
Tim
ridiculous.
Vigil cover. Yeah. And it's always like, it's like people like Tim Vigil, they would probably buy that if it was just, they could just buy that cover.
Yeah.
Like to have to buy like 8 other variant covers at like $500 or $300 or whatever it is, like that's a hard sell to most fans.
Yeah,
so
it really is.
But if he did like a book, like the erotic art of Tim Vigil or something like that, or the
totally
the demon loves of Tim Vigil or something like that,
or if he fucking collected and re-released Faust.
That is actually slowly in the process. David Quinn is
thank fuck
compiling all that.
Wow.
They're talking about doing like a big, like leather bound, like large hardback thing of it.
That would be fantastic. I would totally be all about that.
But like, I don't know. But that's the problem. He doesn't think there's an audience. He doesn't think there's an audience.
Yeah, ditto.
Buy from like a crowdfunder of his stuff. But I'm just like, dude, just do like a 30-page sort of like art book thing of some of the pinup demon pieces or something like that he's been doing lately, and then have that on the campaign and just his campaign, and I think people would buy it.
I think so too. He's got it Twitter. I remember finding his Twitter, and he did a Cyberfrog piece. Like back when Ethan first started doing, Cyberfrog again.
And that's the thing is, I think, I mean, if he could get like his Patreon has like 263 people doing Patreon, and I bet all those guys would buy a copy. So,
I'm sure they would if they're there to be one of his patrons, patrons, then I'm sure they'd be down to fucking back a book. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. I think I don't know, but I've told him over and over again. I'm like, you just need to do it, man. Like, I mean, because he was kind of doing like crowdfunder sort of, like he'd been going direct to customers for years before, you know.
Right.
And just now there's like an actual application that can, you know, run it for you and like, you know, kind of
there's an easier way to do it than just, you know, having to, you know, meet people at conventions and like get names and, you know, all that stuff. He doesn't have to do nearly the legwork that he would have to do before.
Exactly. And that's kind of what I've kind of tried to tell him, but
well, good. I'm glad you're trying to convince him of that.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Try to explain. Well, do your best
like
to explain it,
It's literally like talking to my dad about the internet.
Yeah.
So what's that list?
Yeah. Yep, I got the list here, and I was crossing off stuff that you know. That look, this is the list. Look at this.
What's that? Kevin J. Taylor's Girl? Awesome. Let's review that book.
Get the fuck.
There'll be lots of black bars over giant dongs.
Yeah, yeah. I had to edit this one. So yeah, this is our list. That's the front side, and then that's the back.
All right, hold on. Murder Falcon.
Well, I was going to read them off if you want to hear them all.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Lobo by Biz.
Yeah, probably easier if I do. All right, so Barbarian Lord by Matt Smith. That was suggested by Inkspots. Savage Sword of Conan, the old school Marvel magazine style ones. Savage Wolverine. Richard Corbin, heavy metal stuff.
Ooh.
Right?
I like that.
Joseph Michael Linsner's Wolverine and Black Cat. The Gen 13 original miniseries. Mark Silvestri Wolverine. Stormwatch. Milk and Cheese. Crisis on Infinite Earths. Right? Asgardian Wars. Executioner Song and Extinction Agenda. The Crow. Second half of Poison Elves, Headlopper, Simonson Thor, Astonishing X-Men, Gifted, the first story arc, Batman vs. Predator, second run of Authority, Flaming Carrot, The Boys, Punisher, Circle of Blood, Rising Stars, Batman: A Death in the Family, Lobo by Bisley, The Pro, Frank Miller Daredevil, Barry Windsor Smith Machine Man, Kelly Jones Batman, Paul Smith X-Men, Murder Falcon, Batman Judge Dredd, Elektra Assassin, JLA Earth 2, Transmetropolitan, Faust, Wildcats Volume 2 with Travis Charest. You know, it's Wildcats, Travis Charest Wildcats. Body Count, Thumping Guts, those are both Bisley and Kevin Eastman. Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man, Shirtless Bear Fighter, Flex Mentallo, The Others, Too Much Coffee Man, Monkey Man and O'Brien, Ecstatics, Cry Dawn, and then Stainless Steel Rat. Ink says, Will Sprataccio Wetworks should be on there. All right, I will add Wetworks.
I'm going to call out Flex Metallo.
Nice, dude. I've actually never read Flex Mentallo. I've had a friend of mine that one of the dudes that I used to work with on last Wednesday for years. He would tell me that I needed to read Flex Mentallo, and I never did. It's because I was never a huge fan of Quietly. You know, I'd never appreciated the duck lips.
Yeah, this is his early
way people
stuff,
look like cottage cheese.
Yeah, his early stuff is definitely some cottage cheese. Everything looks like it's made out of fucking oatmeal.
Yeah, it's just the texture he puts on everything. I'm just like, why does everybody look like lumpy potatoes?
Yeah.
Or oatmeal, yeah.
All the dudes, you either look like a cute person or you're like made out of a baked potato. I like it.
All right, so I'm going to make a poll. And add options. So
the question is, how do you do you have like a collection of the Faust books if you did Faust?
I have some digital ones, yeah.
Oh,
but I mean, run? I would have to we would have to be like we would have to do a chunk, and then I would have to go through, and I'd have to censor all of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah, that would take some time. I'd have to go through and censor that as I went along to
just
read
do
it.
issue 5 uncensored.
You know what? If I had a Patreon, a Patreon, or if I was monetized and had like a whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I don't have any place to host an uncensored one. I suppose I could just stream it to Twitter and not YouTube. Anyway, so what did you pick, Matt? You picked Flex.
Yeah.
Mentalo. Did you watch Doom Patrol?
I have not yet.
Dude, Flex Mentalo shows up in the first season and the second.
Really?
Yeah, Flex
Yeah.
Mentalo is in the fucking Doom Patrol show. Shows
Don't
up.
say anything. Don't tell me who.
Dude,
plays
I don't want.
it.
I'm not gonna say anything about it. Dude, you should be watching that show. It's fucking dope. Like, it's the only
Alright.
DC show I give a shit about.
All right.
I think
was,
Brendan
looking
Fraser
at it, and I
as
wonder,
Robot
'cause I
Man is
do
my favorite.
I do like Doom Patrol. I do like the concept of them. I just saw it and was like,
Actually, on
man,
here,
do I
too.
want to be disappointed?
Doom Patrol should be on here as well. Those comics are fucked up. I'm thinking of the Grant Morrison ones in particular. All right, so what are you picking, Plegle?
I have a pick.
Yeah, you're on the panel with us, man. You get to add one to the poll, and then we get to let the audience decide what we read next.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's okay, man. It's not a huge deal.
know.
Just pick whatever you'd like to read.
Huge choice.
I know it's a huge list.
You mentioned something off on there that I was like, shit. I don't remember what you mentioned.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff from indie to old Marvel stuff to old DC stuff, classic shit. So I mean,
I have Flex Mentello, so
nice. I have it somewhere around here as well.
you want me to pick one that hasn't been picked, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to cast a vote for Flex Mentallo as well, that's fine. I just trying to give the audience more choices in the
Right.
Let's see. I am going to pick.
What are you gonna pick? No.
I'm gonna pick Travis Charest's Wildcats.
Okay.
Like his run on Wildcats.
I guess Machine Man. I'll do the Machine Man.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cats.
Question is, do you do the origin of Machine Man?
The one that we had was
Or
just the Barry Windsor Smith, the mini.
The mini, okay.
Yeah, the
'Cause
mini.
you know what the
series.
origin one is, right?
No.
He comes from 2001: A Space Odyssey, movie adaptation comics.
No shit.
Yeah. I have them. I don't know where they're at right now, but
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
yeah. Yeah, eventually like the story goes like off and there's like they create AI and stuff as it like time goes on and the thing and Machine Man comes from the AI.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that. So is that your pick? The Machine Man
Sure.
mini? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Machine Man. All right. Appreciate all of you guys being here. And go. Poll go. Go ahead and choose. And if you guys are in the chat, you guys can vote for yours as well. And we shall see what we read next. Yeah, this list, every time we knock one off, we add like 2. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 Post-its long now. Front and back. Still got a little bit of space up here. So, adding some stuff. So yeah, go ahead and vote in the chat. The reason why I picked Sheree's Wildcats is because I just picked up a whole fucking stack of old Wildcats books.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. Hit the microphone. Yeah. So I think I've got Sheree's whole run here of old Wildcats.
He's another one that thinks he doesn't have enough following to buy it.
I know, it's just
Which
it's
is
ridiculous. Look
mental.
at this. Look at this fucking cover. Look at the framing on this fucking cover.
Yeah.
Fucking love Sheree. So, yep. Yeah, there's a Barry Windsor Smith Wildcats cover.
Oh.
Mm. Oh.
Yeah, that's sick.
So yeah, these will be fun to go over.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean, any of the stuff that's on our list will be fun to go over.
Yeah, it's really just like, what kind of candy do you want? There's all kinds of candy.
Right. Oh, ha. Speaking of Dawn, there's issue 6. Yeah. Yep. And I'm sure everybody has that one, right?
What's that
The
one?
Wizard 1/2.
I don't know if I
No.
have
Or the Wizard Genesis little came out in 1999. It came out with an issue of Wizard. It was a little preview book of Dawn. But yeah, those will be fun. Is the Max on the list? No, the Max is not on the list. How? Oh, no, that's Ecstatics. How is the Max not on the list?
Good question.
That is a fucking damn good question. How has Jason not suggested that? Huh. Anyway. Alright, so... 3 votes. All 3 are for Wildcats so far.
Where is Jason?
Well, Jason's not here now.
Why not?
I don't know. I have suggested it. You didn't listen. Oh, well, see, there we go. Thanks, Jason.
Oh, there he is.
Yep. Sorry, man. I could have sworn we had put that on there already. That does not make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, it's on there now. Hell yeah. I've been watching the entire time. What did you vote too? Well, that's that. Yeah.
Why hasn't he
All
been?
right. Let's see. What else? What else do we need? This, like I said, this list just keeps on growing. At some point, I'm gonna have to rewrite this list. But right now, the scribbles work to cross stuff out. Yes, I did vote. Awesome, thank you. All right, well, I guess it looks like we're doing Sheree's Wildcats.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead and end the
That's
poll.
some good stuff.
Yeah, man. His storytelling is great. You know, the figures and I don't know. Again, like Plegle said, he's one of those ones. He doesn't think that he could pull off a crowdfunder. I'm just like, no, dude. Just go ahead and do it, and you shall see. You shall see, good sir. I also suggested Chakan the Forever Man, but I don't think he's on there. I'm not familiar with that one. Forever Man? Okay, it's on the list now. Okay. It's on the list now. And don't hit the back button on your mouse. Yep. And a video game? All right, I will. I'll look that one up, man. I'm not familiar with that one. This has been a very long edition of Do You Even Read? But we kind of poured over all the different artwork in those. It was a wide variety of artwork in that series. We'll have to do more Dawn at some point when it's mostly Linsner doing the artwork.
Mostly Linsner artwork ones.
Yeah, a lot of the Dawn ones, like the main Dawn.
Because I was gonna say, like, I was talking to Matt about that while you were gone. Like, the main reason why I never really got into that stuff because it seemed like it wasn't so much his stuff in there. It was like other people.
A lot of it was other people. That is true.
It's not really my thing because of that.
Yeah, no, I totally understand, man.
I loved his covers, though. I was always like, "Oh, I'll pick that. That looks awesome." And then I'd look inside and I'd be like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, not quite what I was looking for, but thank you.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, the stuff I saw didn't have some of the people we just saw, like in the crypt.
Right.
It was like, it was like really amateur stuff back in the day, like the beginning stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Chakan the Forever Man, the Compendium. Nice. No, I've never seen this before. That's cool looking. All right. I am going to find. Let's see. That way you can know the issue numbers. Wild Cats. Charest. Shade. Okay. His run was. Come on, you can't just. Okay, so last regular issue was 31. Started on really. Come on now. Did issue 50. Okay, issue 15. He became the regular artist on the series with issue 15. So 15 to 31 is the run that we're looking at, you know. Okay. So probably just like the first 5 or 6 is what I'm thinking because, 15 issues is an awful lot to get through. But yeah. That's what we're doing. So you can find those issues. I don't know that there are actually any trades of Wildcats.
There are some, but I think they're expensive because they're out of print.
Not surprised. Well, yeah, they the early image guys did not do a whole lot of trade paperback printing back then.
Yeah.
Todd did eventually, but the rest of the guys
he
not
still
so
owns
much.
His characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's that. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up because it's been an extra long episode. I want to thank both Matt and Dan for coming to hang out.
Thanks for having me, sir.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate.
Thanks for having us.
Is that what I sounded like?
Oh yeah,
it was
part of the
close.
show where we lean into the microphones and we talk. I want to thank the entire chat for hanging out with us this evening. Y'all rock, and I appreciate you being here. And we will see you next time. Oh,
And like we say all the time, keep well read.
That's right.
Bye,
See you next time
friends.
on Do You Even Read?